Imagine getting paid just for sharing your thoughts on products and services you use every day. With Survey Junkie, it's that simple. Click on the link in the video description to discover how you can start earning today by taking surveys.
Sophie Turner had a late-night meeting with a thug on a moped as she filmed scenes for her new thriller series Haven in East London on Thursday. The actress, 28, plays the part of an ordinary office worker Zara who finds herself at the heart of the heist of the century. The scene showed Sophie smoking before meeting a man on a moped and then entering an office building. Sophie wrapped up warm for the evening shoot as she sported a gold bomber jacket along with a burgundy hoodie. The Game of Thrones star also wore a pair of blue Jennas while her blonde locks were styled into an updo. Sophie, who completed her look with a pair of white trainers, was seen chatting with members of the crew between takes. A synopsis reads, "A typical workday at Lockmill Capital, a pension fund investment company, is upended when a gang of violent thieves burst in, forcing Zara and her best mate Luke, Archie Madekwe from Saltburn, to execute their demands." Jacob Fortune Lloyd plays DCI Reese, a detective who is determined to find out who would steal billions of pounds of ordinary people's pensions and why. Struggling with his recent relapse as a gambling addict, Reese must keep his money problems at bay while dealing with the secret agendas and competing interests at the center of this far-reaching crime. Haven is written by crime novelist Dr. Nikias and directed in part by Sam Miller. The series will premiere on Prime Video in more than 240 countries and territories worldwide. A release date is yet to be announced. Vernon Sanders, head of television at Amazon MGM Studios, said Haven is a uniquely thrilling ride that will provide a gripping, addictive, entertaining story for Prime Video subscribers. Drama Republic's Rebecca D'Souza and Greg Brenman said they were astonished by Nikia's debut script. His roller-coasting, nail-biting and funny scripts have quite rightly attracted a tremendous cast and top-tier creative team, they added. It comes after Sophie returned to work after breaking her silence on her agonizing divorce from Joe Jonas in a candid Vogue interview last month. The Game of Thrones star and the Jonas Brothers singer, 34, shocked the world when they announced they were divorcing in September 2023. Immediately, the internet became ablaze with speculation regarding what had gone wrong, and it only got worse after reports emerged that said the musician had caught the actress doing something suspicious on their Ring security camera. Sophie has spoke out about the media storm surrounding the split, and she admitted that she struggled immensely with mom guilt and described that time as the worst few days of her life, while stating that her children have been made victims of the bitter fallout over their breakup. "I mean, those were the worst few days of my life," she told Vogue. "There were some days that I didn't know if I was going to make it. I would call my lawyer saying, 'I can't do this. I just can't. I was just never strong enough to stand up for myself.' And then, finally, after 2 weeks of me being in a rut, she reminded me that it was my children I was fighting for. Once anyone says to me, 'Do it for your kids,' I'm doing it. I wouldn't do it for myself, but I'll find the strength for them." At the time, Sophie was in the UK filming the TV show Joan, while Joe and their 2 daughters, Willa, 4, and Delphine, 1, were in the US. "I was contracted to be on set for another 2 weeks, so I couldn't leave. My kids were in the States and I couldn't get to them because I had to finish Joan." And all these articles started coming out. The star trailed off. After the news hit the web, rumors erupted that they had split because Sophie was partying too much, especially after snaps of her enjoying a wild night out with her co-stars just days before Joe filed began to circulate. "It hurt because I really do completely torture myself over every move I make as a mother. Mom guilt is so real," continued Sophie. "I just kept having to say to myself, none of this is true. You are a good mom and you've never been a partier. It's unfathomable the amount of people that will just make us **** up and put it up based on a picture. A picture might tell 1,000 words, but it's not my story. It felt like I was watching a movie of my life that I hadn't written, hadn't produced, or starred in. It was shocking. I'm still